Hey, you guys, I hope you're doing well. This is going to be a little bit different than what it is I usually post. I know I had a podcast that I was supposed to put out Wednesday. My internet was acting up. It's been acting up the last few days. So, all the usual, how can I put this? All of the usual tricks and things and editing that it is that I usually do, I wasn't able to. So I just figured, you know what? Let's just pivot, because that's been the theme these last couple weeks anyway. We anticipate and expect things to be one way and it completely turns out to be another. So I was like, you know what? I need this. I'm pretty sure somebody else listening to this needs it. So I was like, we are just going to pivot and do a reading. So you may be in a space right now where you just you know where you're headed. You are being given directions. You're being shown where you're going. You may even know where you're headed. You may know who you're meeting on the other side of this, but it's just it feels like there's so much that you're getting rid of. It feels like you are receiving your blessings, but you're purging at the same time. So it's a lot to handle, so to speak. It's a lot going on. So I was like, you know what? I'm pretty sure somebody else needs this message, so let me just tap into it. What is your soul have to tell you? What guidance do you need during this time? The first card, you guys, see, this is why I cannot wait until my podcast becomes visual. I can't make this up. The first card that fell out is transformation. And I feel like this coincides with the message that it is that I had earlier. Right now the moon is in Virgo. Excuse me, you guys, if you guys hear me yawning, it's because Cancer season, my sleep's been wonky. So if you hear me yawning, just completely dismiss it. It's Cancer season. But right now the moon is in Virgo and the sun is in Cancer. Virgo, of course, rules hospitality, organization, our gut. So you could be in a space right now where your appetite is very up and down. One day you're really hungry. One day you're really hungry. One day you're not. One day you feel like you need to fast. One day you're eating fruit. Your appetite is just very up and down. So that has been going on amidst all of the crazy things that it is that we're enduring at this time. But another thing specifically that came on my mind that has to do with transformation, because in the card, the girl is holding her hands to her heart. And heart health has been a very huge theme lately. And of course, heart health is directly and can be directly connected to our eating habits, which is connected to our gut. So it's just kind of Spirit is really calling for you to, this is a time to listen to your heart, but also listening to your intuition. So it's a little bit of both. I know it's usually how they say your mind over your heart over your mind, but now it's your gut over your heart. What is your gut telling you opposed to what it is that your heart may want? What is your gut trying to process to make things a little bit more clear to you? Because you're going through a transformation right now, and it just kind of feels like everything is in a whirlwind. Things are one way one minute, things are one way the next minute, and it's just, nothing really makes sense. But right now, Spirit wants you to tune into your heart. What feels good for you? What makes you feel good? Have you been in a stagnant place these last couple months and you're just kind of I don't know what to do? And something that my spirit told me, and a friend told me yesterday when she did a reading for me, she was like, you need to get outside in nature. And that's all I've been seeing. And I'm just kind of sis, it's really hot where I live. It's really fucking hot. Me casually being able to get outside seems a little redundant. That's not gonna work. She's just sis, you got to make sacrifices. You got to get your kid outside. Like, she's like, I get it's hot, but she said, make sacrifices and cut corners where it is that you can, but you need to be outside right now, because she said your energy is very all over the place. It's bouncing over the walls, and because you're in a space where you're not able to properly release it, it is affecting your mental. Because one of the cards that fell out for me when she did the reading was scream and breathe. And that's exactly how I've been feeling. Like, there's just so much going on at once and so many things tugging at my energy. And whenever I feel that way, the first thing that I want to do is I want to isolate. I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't want to deal with anybody. I'm angry at everyone. I just don't want to be bothered. I don't want to be touched. And that's exactly how you could be feeling right now. Like, you could just be feeling touched out. You could be feeling overstimulated because you're just like, I don't know what to do. And it's like, if you don't know what to do task-wise, find some way to move your energy. Clean your home. If you have an appetite, cook a meal. Right now, specifically, it's not a good time to be ordering out because food poison has been a theme lately. And then just in general, like I said in the very beginning, heart health has been a theme, and it's really because we've been neglecting our heart. We've been neglecting what our heart is telling us. We've been neglecting what it is that our heart wants. And just in terms of with intuition, some things that it is that we may be doing may not be what it is that our spirit wants. And that's why we feel stagnant. That's why we feel sad. That's why this energy feels chaotic. It's very much giving your inner child is throwing a tantrum because she's not getting, he or she or they are not getting what it is that they want. And it's like, I want this, but I have to accept this type of deal. So that's where we're at with transformation. The next card that we got here is Mount Shasta. Now, this card can mean a lot of different things depending on the space. Mount Shasta, most may know, and from what I researched, it is a mountain in California. But specifically, when I look at this card, the energy that I get from it is, where's your soul pulling you to? And that's also what it is that could be wrong. You're in a space that you've outgrown. Your soul wants something different. Your soul wants to be free. It's just kind of like you can't spread your wings in the way that it is you want to, where it is that you're at right now. You may feel compelled to move to a different city, move to a different state. You may be feeling compelled to even quit your job. Like, whatever does not align with your heart's desires, it has to go. There is no more room for it. It cannot stay. So even too right now, looking into astrology, looking into astro, I think it's cartography, to see what do you feel pulled to the most. What is your spirit saying that it wants for you in terms of where you're supposed to go. And it could even be too, maybe you need a vacation, you need some new inspiration, you need some fresh air for where it is that you're at, so that you can come back home, whether that's your heart or whether that's a physical location, and you can see things through a better lens, or a different lens, so to speak. And then the next card that we got that fell out here is Ether, the seamless unspeakable. So this really feels like it's going back into tapping into intuition. Have you been meditating? Have you been taking the time out for silence? What have your dreams been like? Are there messages that you may not be paying attention to that you could be receiving in your dreams? Because at the bottom of the deck after that was, crystal keys. Are you paying attention to your dreams? Are you writing your dreams down? Even if it's something minor, if you woke up and that one thing is still on your mind, it's still on your mind for a reason. Write that down. Tap into that. If you win a dream and you stopped and you saw wolves, or you saw a bird drinking water, go to Google and type in spiritual meaning of bird drinking water, or spiritual meaning of walking past a wolf. Everything has a reason. So even if it seems like it's something minor, even if it seems like it's something small, that's definitely something that's worth looking into. And the next card is the infinite. And just like how it is that I was saying, Spirit wants bigger. Spirit wants better. Whatever space you're in, you've outgrown it. There's nothing left for you to do in this space. It's time for you to spread your wings. The possibilities are infinite. Something else to look into too is, what is the spiritual meaning of a beetle? Because as I'm looking down, this is like my second or third time seeing a beetle. As a matter of fact, I will look that up. Let me see here. Spiritual meaning of beetle. Y'all, I forgot how to spell beetle for a second. Oh my goodness. You guys, it's not loading. And I just realized I am going to have to cut this short and come back because I have prior obligations that I have to tend to in exactly 1 minute. So I'll come back to this. All right, bye.